Hey folks, this is Gerard's Horticulture Culture, and I have a plant update, and I'm going to do a plant haul of all my plants that I got right now. It's the middle, or it's like kind of the beginning of June, so that's what's going on with my collection. We're just documenting my collection for you to see, for me to see in the future, and hopefully someone gains something from this video. That's what I'm hoping. I don't like bragging about my plants, but hopefully I can give you any good information to make your collection great too, because I think my collection is pretty good. And we just have one other addition. I just got a carnivorous plant unboxed that I was just going to do a video on, but I wanted to show you guys to see what's going on with my plants. So here we go. All right, so this guy here is he's a little bit higher than me, or taller than me. I mean, give you that. See that? He's got me. He's got me. So he's got me by, it looks like, a foot, and that's okay. It's okay. Really no problems with him. I like water him, and I like hold other plants in the pot with him, but I still have this stick that's holding on, that's actually holding it up, that I have to think about changing, but I haven't done any changes yet. Moving along. I had a tetrasperma and I chopped it down and propagated it in those vials, in the many vials that I have here. So that's two plants that I have mixed together. This is one plant. This is my horsetail palm, ponytail palm, the Raven ZZ, which I was thinking about taking outside. I have actually the regular ZZ and the variegated ZZ outside on the north facing side of my house, but I'm thinking about moving them just to give them a little bit more sun, because they can tolerate low light, but that doesn't mean that they need it. I got another tetrasperma that I took down. So we got 1, 2, 3. Then I got another pilea over there, which I am got in leca, and it's like the first week I'm actually trying it with the plant like that. So I'll keep you guys updated on that if you're interested in checking it out. And I have it in like a cash po, and it's kind of barely submerged, just a little bit down there, but that's what it looks like there. Jewel orchid still doing good. I don't have it in a terrarium. This doesn't need that much humidity, but it's still climbing to the light, and it hasn't really had any rhizomes, so we're just watching what's going on with it. Right next to it, I got a escargot begonia that I have in a cash po. So what I noticed that this did not lose any leaves this winter, and I believe because I kept this whole situation going on. This was the original plant pot from nursery. This is a non-drainage pot, does not have any drainage, so when I put water in there, water kind of lingers there a little longer than what it should. And because I believe the begonia uses a lot of water because of these floppy heavy leaves, the balance equals out, and it didn't have to drop all leaves. So this was a good thing. I'm going to actually keep it like this until, I don't know, I'll keep it like this permanently if I have it in this position. Over here, pilea still growing strong, and we got pups happening again, which we're going to probably take out. And that's like 1, 2, 3, 4. We got 4 more pups. Keep them coming. It's cool. And my great wind light that you see coming in, that's the sun. This is like the best thing about the house. We got like all this light here from these windows, and allows me to do all this naturally, but I still have grow lights going on. over here. Now they're off right now, but this is my Paraiso Verde, and this is the first unfurling leaf that I got from Thailand, and I have another one popping out soon too. And then we got some root points or growth points there we could think about dividing. So this thing has been really benefiting from the lights, the grow lights here during the winter months when light was at a minimum, and I've been compensating, and these things did not skip a beat, which is cool. My Melaconricin, I believe that's the pronunciation of it. This is a new growth point coming out right now. I'm actually going to be showing you more of that once it pops this brown area here, and I want to see how it unfurls because these leaves are crazy, and I've never seen a, well, I'm not sure if there's anything out there, but I'm going to do a time lapse of it, so watch out for that. And these are all under my grow lights: Crocodile, Ring of Fire, Paraiso Verde, and I have down below, don't mind us the bills over there, but the, what do you call it, the just forgot the name, but Alocasia Sabrina. Over here the Pink Princess is doing good. It's about to unfurl another leaf also, and I haven't decided to chop it up or propagate it or air layer it yet, so I'm just putting it out there. I haven't decided to do that. Then underneath I have the Burrow Max variegated under lights as well, and the variegation looks great, and then new leaves are happening. Variegation is great. Scormifera. And oh yeah, back there, Thai Constellation, and it's still uncut, still growing, and everything's all right. Let me bring you to the second shelf up here. You see, I don't have a lot of plants up here, which I usually do. They're all outside, so you'll be seeing that shortly. The I forgot this name, but this guy's growing pretty well. I love this plant. Just the whole look of it's just crazy. My propagation station, I actually chopped up or divided a Monstera Thai Constellation that was actually original to that plant there. So these are like kind of the same plants. It's just I haven't been giving that much light and nutrients as I did with this guy. So I think that really did something to promote the growth and everything with this, because I was feeding it natural fertilizer, and I did not feed this thing. So I'm assuming the difference is because the light factor, because this did get great light. I had this upstairs in a low light situation. So if you do put your plants in low light, they're not going to grow as fast and as big as you want them. So the more light that you give it, the more energy you give it to grow. Simple. Even if you get a low light plant, even it tolerates it, but it really doesn't recommend being in low light. Over there, the Scindapsus. No, that's the Scindapsus. I forgot the name of this guy, but propagated it because it was getting long, so I wanted to get a little bit bushier. So we chopped it up and propagated it and just stuck it in some more soil, and just to give it a bushier look to it. In the window, String of Hearts and a cement planter, and we're getting flowering now. It's flowering season. It's just got watered, and we'll seeing it just keeps growing. It's a tenacious grower. And below that, I have my variegated String of Hearts still growing a little bigger. Let me just kind of zoom in next to the titty cactus, and Rick Rack. I think that's the Rick Rack. Escapes me. But it's getting bigger. I haven't really been feeding it. I'm going to start feeding it now. So hopefully we're going to get some larger plants. All natural feeding stuff going on also. And over there, Hoya Abavada, I switched the light up. And I have to kind of pull it away from the window because it's kind of going against it. But it's not getting burned. I just wanted to give it more light just to see how fast and what it would do. Along with more feeding because it's feeding time for everybody. Outside, because outside we kind of stepped it up this year. We got everybody outside on this, like we reclaimed these bricks and just stacked them up in front of the house. And these are like all my desert plants. I got a monkey tail cactus, and fire stick cactus. All these guys that tolerate and love dry conditions, but they are getting water. But we got them with some terracotta so it dries out a little faster. But that's like the setup that I have in front of my house for these guys there. And I got put my aloe marlarthi out here and seeing what it's gonna do. I didn't even feed it yet, but we're gonna actually keep it there. And I got jades out there. Everybody's looking great. And like we spray painted the bricks just to give it that look in front of the door. And over here is Madagascar palm. I got Pedro over here, agaves, cactuses, and everything like that over there. Then I got some more, got my other monkey tail cactus and that. And I got some Ceres sansevieria. I got a struggling bird of paradise. Another sayori out here. And we just did this slab with the cement. Came out pretty good. And I got my clumping bamboo there to keep outside. Replanted some plants and like the side of the house. This looked atrocious a couple weeks ago. And over here I got some the main feature that I've been playing with over here. You got like echinacea, sage. Sage is about to start flowering. I don't think it should flower. I have to check on that. And then I got some lilac, fig, Russian sage over there. Butterfly bush that kept popping up. It actually did a rhizome under there, but I took the main plant that was in the middle last year, took that out, moved it to another location. But this is going to grow up, but it's blocking my Mugu pine there, which I love that Mugu pine, and like the texture of it. But it's kind of bushy. I mean, it's not stretching, so it's getting the sun that it needs. I kind of like the stretchy, more textured, I would say, Mugu pine. But since it's in this location, it's getting great sun, so it's getting bushy because it's just doesn't need to grow up. It's basically growing out and bushy. The Russian shade that I talked about, I have these Miss Kim lilacs, two of them that I got from Lowe's from clearance. Manitowoc daisies, which is going to give me like some fall color. Then also have some alocasia growing in the middle there. I have wood mulch, which I don't agree with wood mulch, but it was cheap and I was running out of space and time, and I know wood mulch looks good, but I'm going to get it removed and put something else there. Then I got some grasses that like just took off. I'm going to divide them. These grasses were like dirt cheap, and now I can like split them, and just look at that texture that we're going to get in front of the house. Then over here we got more entrance. I got a crepe myrtle that I planted over here that's going to do extra good because I had it in a bad spot, and it's actually mulch is going to keep everything because underneath the soil is like super great. So all these plants are going to take off. Got another, I forgot, bayberry bush. I forgot the name of that. But that's what's going on in the front yard. I finally got it dug in like trenches. It's not really clean out in the trenches. I need better edges, but I tried. It looks good, looks good. This is like the other mugu pine that's stretching a little bit. Not like the bushy type, but we'll see what growth it gets this year. And then like next to that, once again, is my fig tree. Oh, I also forgot to tell you, I got a banana tree from Lowe's for $14.99. I think $14.99. I should get two, but it actually just started. It grew this leaf, and this is the other leaf that's coming out. So we'll see how far it gets. I think the max height is about 3 to 4 foot, so it's a dwarf banana. But it just gives it like another feel to it. But in the same price range, and I believe it should be annual. But I'm going to mulch over it just to see if it can come back this next year. And this is what I got upstairs on the shelf, and it looks a lot less crowded, and my fiance is happy about that. So let me start at the bottom. Fiddle leaf fig, which is way too close to the light, but it's kind of off center, but it's doing okay. Star Bright, forgot the name. Variegated ZZ, and this is like the first leaf that just unfurled, or first root growth since I've had it, and it grew pretty fast under great light. So I guess they're slow growers under low light, but this grew pretty fast, like pretty fast. That's another division over there. That's Tino, which is hanging on, that I got from an online seller that I'm bringing back. Can't really talk about that one. It's hanging on by a thread. Up top, we got more Tetrasperma. I did some divisions with a pink princess, another pink princess leaf, Swiss cheese philodendron. I have a ZZ a ring of fire that I propagated. I'm going to be putting out a video about that shortly. Did a propagated cut of the Hoya abovata, and these are the plants. This Birkin didn't do too well. This is actually the only Birkin I got. I actually sold all my Birkins, and then I kept this one. I just wanted to bring it back. I got that overseas. It was barely hanging on, so I'm like coaching it back. Those are, believe it or not, I'm just hanging on to it. I'm hoping it'll do something. Well, that's my red heart philodendron. That is a tricolor. It's a tricolor. I got one. I got another one. I'm gonna show you in a second on the second shelf. But I'm trying to bring that back. It had root rot, and we're just trying to bring it back. This is divided pink philodendron, and we got some pink going on right there under the leaves. That's like the main leaf. I also propagated a silver sword philodendron. I took a couple pictures of, I believe, with these crinkly leaves. Another Tetrasperma. This is my newest Billy Ty leaf, which is big. Look at my hand and look at this leaf. This thing is just going to get huge. I have it under grow lights because it just was growing. I had it downstairs, but I just decided to bring it upstairs under the lights, especially these guys, so it can kind of point upward, I believe. I just wanted the leaves just to, I don't know what I want to do with the leaves, but since it's so big, I don't know how I want them to grow, because they're obviously going to like droop down like this. This is what I want, but I don't know if I want like a radial shape or just like a front line shields. Yeah, I would say they're like shields, or if I want them like pointed up like this. I don't know. What do you guys think? Let me know in the comment section below. Begonia, took a couple pictures of that on Instagram. Check it out. And if you haven't, check me out on Gerard's_horticulture_culture on Instagram. I take a lot of pictures of these plants. Then we'll move up top here got in straight up peat moss a what do you call that philodendron? Jeez, I forgot the name. Ah, boy, I forget the name. I know that's a Swiss cheese. Then I got another. I'm actually doing a leca project, and look at these roots. This is silver sword histatum, and I haven't even fed it, and I don't want to kind of crush the root, but that's what that is doing. And I actually took off of that plant, which is doing well too. Believe it or not, that's a red heart philodendron trying to come back, and that's like a new growth point right there. And it's actually progress. So this has been a stump since I made that video about it. I'm trying to get you to see a little better, but look at this. This is what I've been working with, and I've been trying to coach along. Oh boy, this is my tricolor that I do have surviving, and of course we got more tetrasperma, pink heart. I'm sorry, pink princess. Believe it or not, red heart. That's a red heart. That's a pink princess, and that's why I took all those extra cuts from, the ones that are like there, and then he's from that guy, and there's another one somewhere around here. Begonia Rex that I've been a day one clearance plant, and like I said, my my escargot begonia kept its leaves through the winter. This one lost its leaves through the winter, and I keep it, I try to stay on the waterings, but I do let it dry, and I think that's the difference. But now it bounces back, the humidity's back, the plant is in its optimum condition, so it's actually growing a little better under these lights, and then, like I said, watering it. Over here, silver sword philodendron, which is getting super huge, and it's actually about to grow out of that light, so I have to change that. And we got some growth divisions. I haven't been cutting it down. I want to see it grow. I don't know why I haven't cut it, but it just keeps growing and growing and growing. So we'll just keep it as is. Next, I got a string of turtles and like a little vase that's getting pretty long. Actually, we need some water. It looks like it needs some water. Get some Burl Marx cuttings that need some water. Third shelf, silver dollar, succulent. Ooh, this thing. This guy up there is a, believe it or not, it's a white knight that reverted. And I was hoping that this leaf here, which is just unfurled, did not, or showed some whiteness like you can see down there. But this is a plant that you can buy. You can buy plants that revert, because usually, sometimes they bounce back, sometimes they do, who knows. But that leaf's about to unfurl, because that plant was reverting. I thought this one was reverting, and we got that leaf that's showing some pink. So we're gonna cross our fingers with this. And I got a couple of divisions of the silver dollar Hoya up there. Girl did that. That's my lion, my Asian lion statue. Orange philodendron, which is just developed like a slowness that most of my philodendrons that I was feeding a lot. So I think I backed off on the feeding and was doing this. Cebu blue, red Congo philodendron. Let me see a better look at that. It's growing good, needs a watering soon. And the Micans up there, and the shelves just gave me a lot of opportunities to grow more. I actually don't have this full, but I got, like I was saying, I got a Sansevieria, a couple Sansevierias and other plants up it, but it's not that full. I got tons of space because everything's outside. Even my Burl Marx bush, non-variegated, is like popping out because of the lighting and the heat. It's like loving what's going on. This is like the fastest growing plant I ever saw. And I watched it kind of slow off because I wasn't really giving it a lot of TLC, but I got it under these lights now, watering it, and it just blows up. It's growing a lot taller. I don't know what to do with it. Over there, I got another bushy Swiss cheese. And like I said, I got tons of room now, tons of room. And I'm still trying to figure out what to do with this guy. I got to wrap those wires up. I know she's hating that. It's all good. We'll work it out. That's all my plans, guys. Let me know in the comment section below what you think. Don't forget to check me out on Instagram and hit me up if you have any questions or concerns. Don't forget to hit that like and subscribe button and keep growing.